Hey, up next on the Army Rock Show, we've got some friends of the Army Rock Show that it's hard to believe we've known them for about 5 years now. They're the band you've heard many times on this show that was called the Athens Band. They are now called New Mantra, and we've got Zach and Chase and Bo with us. Guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, it's so good to talk to you guys. You know, we don't get to Georgia as much as we used to, and you guys have a great new album out, and we're going to talk about that. So it's been a while, so catch us up first. Why the change in the migration from the Athens Band to New Mantra?
Well, we just felt like it was time for a change. You know, we came up with the name when Bo was 11, I think, 10 or 11 when we came up with the name. And, you know, it was mainly spurred by one of our big influences back then was Boston, and we just thought it was so cool to name, you know, your band after your hometown like they did and stuff. And we just got to a point now where we felt like, you know, with the new album and everything, it was a new direction, a new turning a new leaf. We were, you know, implementing our new mantra, so we went with the name change.
So, what are you guys up to these days? And I don't mean like the music. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But I mean, it's unbelievable. I look back, I see you've got a 7-year anniversary party, and I started seeing you guys when you were little kids, almost practically. So, is everybody done with school now, or what are we up to?
Yeah, everybody's out of school. Some of us are just, you know, working jobs, basically funding music right now, just trying to, you know, putting everything we have into the dream, trying to make it come true. But it's, you know, really work and music. That's about it for everybody right now.
So, hard to believe. So I'm seeing, is it true? There's actually a 7-year anniversary party. Tell us a little bit about the 7-year party that's coming up.
Well, I mean, it's crazy to think that it's already been, you know, 7 years, but yeah, we've got it's, you know, it's our 7-year party. It's the CD release party for our physical CDs that's already out online. You can check it out on like Google Play, iTunes, Amazon, all that good stuff. But this will be the physical release party. But yeah, it's you know, it's the 7-year anniversary. We got some kind of little montage video pictures that just goes through the whole 7 years. It's kind of crazy to watch, but yeah, it'll be a cool thing, man. It's Moses Mo, the guitar player from Mother's Finest. His new solo project is opening for us, as well as our friends from Athens called Showtime. And they'll be starting the night off, and it's going to be a really fun night, man.
So now, folks that are listening to this that already know about your band and know how long we've been covering you and what an early start you got, catch people up, because when I say you're 7 years, I'm not talking to a 43-year-old man here. So tell me how old the guys are in the band, just because folks will want to know.
Well, we are, let's see, Justin and I are both 20. Zach is 21. And Bo, you're 17 now, right? Yeah, Bo's 17. So we're all...
Yeah, let me throw a question to Bo here, since you're the young man of the group there. Going back, you know, thinking back 7 years when you started in with this band, and I can remember you up there playing, is this band what you thought it was going to be? I mean, did you have any idea that you'd have 23,000 likes on Facebook at this point and open for national bands, or was that always the plan?
I really don't know. I don't think I really had a plan. I think at the time I was just, hey, I want to play music, and just kind of went with it, and this all happened, so, yeah.
What about you, Zach? When you started this thing, you know, 7 years ago, did you have visions and dreams of what it might be, or was it just the same thing where you just playing music?
I had aspirations for what I wanted it to be, but I had no idea what it would be. It was just kind of like Bo said, you know, we were just kind of doing the music because we loved doing the music, and it blossomed into something bigger than we had hoped that it would, and we hope that it keeps blossoming into something even greater than it is now, you know?
Now, I remember a long time ago, it was about 4.5, 5 years ago, I interviewed you guys when you were still in school, and I was fascinated because you had all told me a lot of the people that see us walking around have no idea what we do. Have you had a chance to reflect back? Have some of those folks caught up and said, wow, I went to school with this guy and he's in the band now?
You're talking about like other people saying stuff like that?
Yeah, like people that maybe, when you were in school that didn't have any clue about like what you guys did with your weekend.
I haven't really gotten a lot of that. I still see some of my friends from school and stuff from time to time and everything, and it's cool in a way that it's still, when you're around them and stuff, you still, it's still like the same way it was back then. It's not like you've, it's weird. It's like your friends don't necessarily see you as doing all these huge things. They just see you as, still their friend that just got to do some cool stuff along the line. And, I personally, I like it that way. I don't know what the other two think.
I like it that way also because, a lot of my friends with where I live compared to where we normally would play, it's a drive for some of them, and they normally didn't show up to shows and all that, but they would see my posts on Facebook or whatever, just personally and all that. And it's cool to hang out with some of my friends now, and they're like, dude, you're a talented musician or whatever, and they're still cool with me, It's not like I've changed or they've changed. It's just the same old thing. Just friends getting together, having a good time.
Hey, so let's kind of get into the debut album. It's not really your debut album. It's the debut album. It's New Mantra. So one of the things I noticed that when I used to see you guys, at one point the band was kind of splitting vocal duties a little bit. Now, has that changed on this album? Have we refined to like one main lead vocalist?
On this album, yes, this album is all Justin as far as the leads go. Zach and I both do backups throughout the album and stuff. We do plan to keep splitting vocal duty in the future. The next albums may have one. We might sneak in one where I sing or sneak in one where Zach sings, and there may be one in the future where Bo sings one. It's just we like to show the vocal diversity that everybody can sing and stuff, kind of like the Beatles did. But Justin is definitely, he doesn't really like the term, but he's definitely the lead singer. He likes to be everybody's thing, which is, very admirable, but he is definitely the lead singer.
And there is a little bit of everybody singing. One of the things I noticed that vocally, it's a very strong album, and in particularly what jumped out at me was the tune Stay, with all the harmonies that you guys have with a lot of vocal work. Now, are those harmonies something that take a lot of work for you guys to do, or does it come kind of natural to you since you've been together so long?
Well, actually, a lot of the harmonies on this were all, Zach picked them out. Which if he wants to elaborate on this, obviously he's more than welcome to. But he picked out a lot of the harmonies on this record, and they just kind of came to him. He would sit there, Justin would sing his note, and Zach would be like, Zach would hit a harmony and be like, all right, and then find another one and be like, all right, Chase, which one do you want? We just kind of went with it that way.
Yeah, no elaboration on this end. That's it. It was just kind of a feeling thing. Chase hit it on the head.
Now, this is a high-quality album from a production, in my opinion. It's very well produced. I love the style of it, and as always, you guys hit a home run with it. So where did you produce and record this thing?
The album was produced by the producer we've been using for years. His name is Steve Taylor. He was in a band called The Blondes in the 80s in Atlanta, and series of other bands, Chain Gang, Mr. Natural. He played for Bill Gentry, the country singer who owned Wild Bills, all that kind of stuff. So he's had a long stint in the music industry, and so he's been an awesome producer to have on board. And then the album was recorded at Full Moon Studios in Watkinsville, Georgia, with Jay Rogers, and he engineered it. And he just gets great sounds. He knows his room, he knows his equipment, and he's just really good at getting the best sounds, and he gets what you hear in your head onto the record.
So is there a single that you guys are going to feature out first for airplay? Is there one that you guys have as the first one you really want folks to hear, or is it still up in the air at this point?
We're kind of, as I said, this is our first full-length album and the first debut, the debut album under the new name and stuff. But this is just one, we're really proud of. We really feel all of the songs in some way, and it's been really hard for us to pick one that we think should be the single. So right now we're just kind of getting it out there right now and feeling it out, see what what people think about it, what the audience thinks, and what they think the single should be, and then we'll probably cut a video and all that stuff and push it out there, that one mainly out there for airplay. But right now it's just seeing what is the most well-received song among the audience.
Now, is there any hope for a tour from you guys spreading out a little? I know that costs big bucks, man, so no pressure. But are you guys talking tours at all?
We are. We are trying to get it all set up. The plan for next year is hopefully to have something booked for summer next year. We have to get on the road and spread out as far as we can. Get the name out there, the music out there, the show out there. We feel very that our live show is our home. We're very proud of our live show, so we want to take that as far as we can. We want to get people out to the shows and stuff. We gotta jump out there on the road to do it.
So I absolutely love the new album, and man, I've been following you for so long. It's so cool to see how you guys have grown musically. Now, I got to ask you: are there any of the old Athens tunes still in the set? Are they all gone, or are we still going to hear some of those?
You'll definitely still hear some. We still do, "Time to Rise" and "Is What It Is," which were off the last group of songs Athens recorded. We still throw those in there, and every now and then we'll sneak in some of the old stuff. As you know, as far as this new album goes, there's no Athens stuff on this album. It's all new stuff, and going forward, it's all new songs and new recordings. And one day we may revisit some and record some of the old ones, but for now, it's all new stuff being recorded. But live, you can definitely expect to hear some of the old stuff.
Yeah, well, I had made a note. Remind these guys, don't let the tune "Time to Rise" die, because I absolutely love that tune ever since the first time I heard it. So,
well,
keep that one alive. Well, this has been the guys from New Mantra, who you will remember as the Athens Band at one point in time here on the Marmy Rock Show. And we've had Chase and Bo and Zach, and it's been an absolute joy watching you guys every year. And I hope when you get out on that tour that you make your way up to the Baltimore, D.C., Philly area. We would love to reunite with you guys and catch you all live again. So, guys, good luck with the new album.
Thank you, man, and just let us know. If you see us sneak up there, just let us know. Y'all got a place at the show anytime.
Guys, thanks a lot for being here on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.